Alright, hi guys, it's Chris again. Here to do an update for medical school and to answer some of y'all's questions that's been piling up recently. So, I guess first thing I want to do is give you a little update on where we are in medical school. We are studying for our final exam in musculoskeletal medicine. So, we've gone through all the preliminary basic sciences and all that kind of fun stuff, and we started on our system-based review. So, what we're doing now is muscles and skeleton, so musculoskeletal system, and that's going good so far. I like it. It's something you can actually apply and actually use. We learned physical exam techniques for the arms and the legs and all that kind of fun stuff. And we have our first real standardized patient exam coming up soon on Tuesday. Excuse me, on Monday, which is where we have a patient that comes in or a person that comes in that's an actor or actress, and they have a complaint, and we have to go through and do a physical exam on them, get a history of their present illness and a medical history from them, and then diagnose them and figure out what they have, and then write up a little thing of what we would want to do with it. It should be pretty fun. Get to actually use some of the stuff that we learned instead of just sitting in the classroom. Also, we are coming up on, like I said, our final exam. So I have the final for the anatomy on Tuesday, which brings me to one of your questions that I'm going to answer today about how to study anatomy. And we also have our written exam, which is it's a Final Four course, but it's the same size as one of the ones last semester. So I'm not too worried about the size of it. Just a lot of stuff to go over this week. I want to apologize for getting behind on all these. It's just been crazy with musculoskeletal starting. We've had an exam every 2.5 weeks. It's not what I'm used to. I'm used to an exam once a month. So it was a little rapid fire there. So I had to adjust. And unfortunately, these are one of the things that fell to the wayside in me making these videos. So that's about where we are. We got a puppy. Don't have a video of him yet. He's not here with me at my apartment right now. He's at Michelle's apartment, simply because I really can't study and focus all that well to study for a final with him here, so she's taking care of him for the week, which is nice. But usually he's here with me while I'm studying, but not today. Let's see, what else? We are doing shadowing or immersion, which is just a glorified shadowing program where we pick 3 different doctors that we want to go shadow. I'm doing a family practice guy in Bossier. Really cool doctor, really good. I enjoyed that one. I'm doing critical care, ICU type stuff at LSU, and infectious disease. More because I don't really know exactly what infectious disease does, and I'm just interested to find out. So we're doing that. Let's see what else we got going on. That's about all for us right now that we're doing. We'll finish up musculoskeletal on Wednesday. Will be the final exam, and then we'll start with neuro, which will be the rest of the semester. So that'll be kind of fun. It'll go between anatomy of the brain, the effects of drugs on the body, and stuff like that. And it'll go into psychiatry and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's about where we are. I hope y'all had a good start to your semester or whatever you find yourself doing in your life right now. Congratulations to several of you that have gotten into medical school that I've talked to. Congratulations, that's awesome. For those of you that haven't heard back yet, the season's not over. It's drawing to a close. It's not over yet, so you still have time. Just hang in there, and if you don't, just figure something else out and then try again if you want. So let's get to let's answer that question first about what to do if you've been accepted to medical school and how you should start preparing if you want to hit the ground running. And this goes out basically to Med Student 14. Congratulations for your acceptance in medical school. And you said you're kind of a non-traditional student and that you've been out of school for a little while. I'll give you a little rundown on what to do for both those situations. If you're traditional, just coming right out of college into medical school, or if you're not. If you're coming right out of college and you've gotten in and stuff like that, just relax. Just kind of kick back a little bit, relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy your last semester of college, because medical school is going to be an adjustment. It's going to be hard to get used to. Maybe, unless you're a genius, which I most certainly am not. But you just want to rest up and get ready for it because it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. During the summer, if you find yourself getting a little antsy, you can maybe go over some biochem, some general science type stuff. That might help you go over that. But nothing too heavy, because anything that you go over, they're going to teach you all over again in excruciating detail. So just rest up and be ready to go. Keep your mind sharp, maybe a little review. That's about it. If you're a non-traditional student and you've been out of school for a while and you're kind of worried about it, read up on some things. Get out your biochem textbook or get out your genetics textbook or something that you should have the first semester. Find out what your classes are and kind of read over a little bit. Maybe get prepared. Another possible way to do it, they had at LSU here in Shreveport, they have this thing. I don't exactly remember what they call it, but it is basically a refresher course kind of thing to get you ready to just launch straight into medical school. Maybe like, I'm not going to say remedial because it's not for, no one that goes to medical school needs remediation or anything. You're good to go if you've gotten in. But it's just to help you get more up to speed or refresh yourself on things. Maybe check into that. But mainly just kick back and relax and enjoy yourself. Let's see, that's that one, tips and advice. Let's see, we'll hit, how about how to study anatomy, since I'm doing that right now. How I study anatomy, that I've been going about that is I've been going into lab a lot, looking at things in lab. I have the master list of all the things they could possibly ask us. I try to go through and find it once, and then at the same time that I'm there, close the book, take the list, and go through and find everything all over again. Work on spelling, because I like to take off for spelling. Another way to study anatomy is if it's something like on your arm or your leg, picture where it is on yourself and try that. There's always the Netter's book. I have that around here somewhere. This is a great resource to use. Maybe take your PowerPoint lectures and go through this and be able to find everything. There's a website. I'll put it in the sidebar. I don't know what it is right offhand. That basically it has pictures from a cadaver lab where they point to things on a body that's been dissected out and they ask you what it is. Or there's another one, I think it's a Michigan or Wisconsin website, it's a medical school that has videos of dissections already done, and you just basically watch the video and follow along with them. I'll put both those links in the sidebar. I don't remember exactly what they are right offhand, but maybe that'll help. If you're having a lot of trouble with something, make a flashcard on it or just go over it in its repetition. Anatomy is repetition, or that's how I do it. I have to repetition, do it over and over and over again and be able to trace like the blood supply and just be able to walk through it in my head where it is and then look on the body and find it. And it's just repetition, it's practice. It's just rote memorization, most of it. Try those things out, see if that helps you. So that's how you study anatomy. That's how I go about doing it. I don't know if you have any more questions on it, let me know and I'll maybe elaborate a little bit more. How much sleep do I get a night is another question that I've gotten a few times. It varies. A non-exam week, I would get 6 or 7. This exam week now, probably about 4.5 or 5, except for the night before the exam. I'll sleep a good 8 hours that night. So that's that one. Is it possible to work while you're in medical school? Probably not. I mean, that's a good idea. I understand where you're coming from. I worked all throughout college to have extra money to spend and do whatever with, and to pay the rent and all that kind of fun stuff. But in medical school, that's your job, and I wouldn't. I don't even know if your school would let you do it. My school here in Shreveport, they saw that I had worked in college. That was the first thing they told me in the interview was you can't work in medical school. There's just no time for it, and you'll see that once you get in and get started with everything. So that's that one. I have a few more here, but I'm going to go ahead and stop, and I'm going to make another video right after this. I'm going to make a part 2, so just stay tuned to that and follow up on that one, and I'll record that right now. So look for that one. I'm just going to tag it along with this one. All right.